Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to give a quick update here on some things from yesterday. Remember yesterday I had this guy out here and I was talking about how I had the exhaust done on it. Well, it got pointed out to me by one of my good friends that I didn't have a muffler on this guy, so we went ahead and made a muffler for it and kind of repositioned our tailpipe here a little bit. And then we put in a midship bearing mount for our extra long dry shaft there. So we got all that buttoned up today, painted it, and looks pretty good. We simply made the muffler out of a piece of well, it was a spare parts box find here. Another one of my air cylinders that you get in a kit. I cut the little nibs off, glued a piece of styrene on the back. Then I drill holes the same size as the tubing that I was using and just slid it over, glued it up under the frame, and done the same thing for the back. So that was a quick fix, and thanks for pointing that out to me, Ben. I appreciate it because it completely slipped my mind. And then something else I wanted to explain. Somebody else had commented that my one of my front tires were backwards, and I know that. I have 6 of these tires, and 5 of them are the wrong way. I've only got 1 tire that goes the right direction for the side that you need to put it on, because one side is really open and you can't really see, but the other side is really small, and there's no way that the rim would have fit in the back if I'd have spun that tire around. And plus they're all labeled on the wrong side as well. So I know it's wrong, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, I'm gonna go for it, but all right, let's put that away. And then we started working today on our cab. I got some holes drilled in it for some overhead running lights. You can see we removed our mirrors. We'll put them in later. But another thing I did was on this cab is we're going to make some inner door panels for it, since there was none that came with the kit, so to speak. Kind of hard to see, I'm sure, right now, but we've got the we just cut 2 pieces of 40,000 styrene, stuck them in there. But let's enhance that a little bit, and let's make some little armrests for it. So I started with 2 little pieces of 60 by 100 styrene. I'm almost out of that. And all I did was cut them about the same length, and I glued them together. And I'm going to still let those dry up a little bit. But another thing we can make that's really simple is some window cranks. So what I've already done is I've took a piece of 100 thousandths rod. I think you can see these right here. I cut 2 little slivers off of it. And now we're going to take a piece of 80 thousandths rod, and we're going to cut 2 more little slivers off of this. It may be hard to see with my fat ass hands in a way, but that's all we're doing is just cutting a little button off of that. I couldn't tell you how wide it is or anything like that, but so we got our 2 pieces of 100, 2 pieces of 80. Put this 80 back in the packet. And now all we need to do is make our little arm. So I'm going to use some 20 by 60. And get this out. And again, I'm just gonna kind of eyeball this. Cut myself 2 little pieces that are about the same length. And you know, remember what I always say is I like to fool the eye. So we're gonna grab a piece of the 100, put a little dab of glue on that, and glue him right over top of one of the ends of this piece of flat stock. And now we're going to do the same with our 80 thousandths piece. Stick him on the other end. And once these get detail painted up, and I just slung that somewhere on the floor. So let's do this one again. Once you get these in the cab, get them detail painted up, they're going to resemble window cranks. And we're not going for the ultimate imperfection here. We just want to fool that eye. All right, there's our 2 window cranks. I think you can see that. You got the bigger one and the smaller one. I think most people remember what a window crank looks like. So we'll take these. And we'll go ahead and stick one in the cab. I've already kind of laid out where I think they need to go. We'll put the armrest up here and the window crank up here. So let's grab one. Just a little dab of glue on that. And stick him in there. And there we have a window crank. Like I said, once that gets paint detailed, you'll never be able to tell the difference. Somebody looks in the window of your truck, it's going to look a lot better than not having anything in there at all. And there's the other side. Now let's work on these armrests real quick. Just a couple little pieces glued together. Let's kind of even them out. And then all we're going to do is round the outside edge just a little bit. But this is super quick, super easy. And now we have an armrest. We can go ahead and we'll get this one glued on. We'll put him up here towards the top. And there you go. There's our armrest. It gives us a little three-dimensional view of something actually on the inside. You know, we got to paint the door panel. We can, you know, dab a little Molotov chrome pin on the end of that, of your round portions. And it just adds a little something extra into an otherwise very plain and unrealistic looking truck interior cab, because this, like I said, this had nothing at all in it except for the dashboard and the in the seats. So we'll get this one sanded down real quick. Okay, we're just going for a basic shape. I mean, nothing high tech, nothing super critical. And then he's gonna go on the passenger side. I'll glue on him. And then we'll try to put him about in the same location as the other one went. So there you go. You got a couple little, let me know if this is showing up because I can't see my camera right now. Yeah, you got a window crank and an armrest. And then when we insert our interior up in there, you kind of have some detail in there that you can make out. It like I said, it's kind of three-dimensional. So that was real quick and easy to make. You just simply super glue this on, just a couple little dots, and man, press it in, and it's ready to go. Other things we worked on today is we made a couple of headlights for it. The ones provided in the kit are a white metal casting with cast-in headlamp cover. So I found these in my parts box. These come off of a Ford C cab. So I had to take a grinder and grind the opening up a little bit because these have a little divot on the back, but these do fit. So we made two of them. And then I also made a couple of turn signals for the front fenders. I looked online, and the Fleet Stars had square ones, so I had some turn signals here. The ones that you get in any truck kit model, you always have the square turn signals down here. So I had a multitude of these. So I clipped off 4 of them, sanded them nice and flat on both sides. Then I sanded them on all 4 outside edges. And then I stuck a piece of 10 thousandths styrene in between them, glued them together like a little sandwich. And then I wrapped a piece of 20 thousandths by 15 thousandths, I do believe it is, strip around the outside edge. And then I chromed it, and that gives us our chromed edge. Then I drilled a hole in the bottom and stuck a piece of paper clip in there. And then those will sit in there like that. It gives an extra little detail. You know, it looks really good with the chrome edge on it. Kind of kind of dresses up the look a little bit. And then you want your double-sided lenses like that, and you can't obtain that by just using this. You can color these red. Red overpowers the orange or the yellow, the amber color, but then it'll show through on both sides. So that's not a good way to go. But we made 2 of those today. I also made, well, I'm in the process of making another little beacon light here for it. Let me find my... We got this one made with red and clear bulbs in it, and then we cut down a piece of glass for it. I don't know if I'm sold on that yet. I'm kind of up in the air. I'm one of those guys that has a hard time making up his mind. But we worked on that, and then we made our little lights for the cab. These are straight out of the kit for the concrete truck. And what I did here was I removed all the crap on the bottom. I drilled a 51 thousandths size hole and then stuck a 47 thousandths piece of styrene in there. See if I can get this lined up. And then we done the same with the cab roof. We drilled a 51 thousandths hole in it. Oh crap. And then when we go to glue them in, whatever. When we go to glue them in, they should go right in the damn holes. There you go, like that. So we made 5 of those. And then if you couldn't tell, we're getting really close to paint. This thing has been wet sanded with some 600 and then 1000 grit wet and dry sandpaper. Then it was washed in warm soapy water, not hot but warm. And I was told by my wife earlier that it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I don't know if I'm going to be getting any paint on this or not, but I don't think we made anything else. So let me take a quick look. Yeah, I made two Mars 888 lights for the truck that are probably going to go up here on the fenders like this. We'll have one with a red lens on it, and then the other one has a clear lens in it. It'll go up in here if we can wedge it up underneath our mirror that we made. I took it out too, so we can get this bad boy painted up. But it's been, like I said, it's been wet sanded. It's nice and smooth. So minimum, if I can get a shot of primer on it tomorrow, we'll get primer on it and we'll let that set for a day. And then I can at least get the primer wet sanded on it. And then maybe black in our door lines, our panel lines and stuff before we actually paint. But yeah, that's all we've got. Like I said, I wanted to show you guys how easy it is to make some interior details that, you know, will show up pretty big when you get everything installed. But thanks for watching, and thanks for all the good comments. Don't be afraid to tell me if I'm missing something, because, you know, I'm a normal guy. I forget things. I start doing something. I I forget, I lose track. You know, I'll be sitting working on something, and then all of a sudden I'm watching 15 videos of other guys' projects. So, and here's another thing, I'm still up in the air on the cab horns yet. I don't know if I want to put them on or not. These are out of the cement truck, so I'm still debating on that one. But other than that's about all I got. And thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and thank you to everyone who has subscribed to me so far. I really do appreciate it. And we're pushing, I think, close to 800, maybe 770, something like that. But that's all I got. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later.